Hey, road to recovery, day 4. I am waiting on an Uber right now. I'm going to meet with Dr. Joe. Dr. Joe is the department head of neurosurgery at NorthShore Hospital, and he is also a BJJ black belt. My post on Friday on Facebook and Instagram, putting that out to the universe, was awesome. You never know, like, what can come back to you with those things, you know, and this is a result of that. Jeff Serafin, who owns a BJJ studio here in Chicago, reached out to me. Thank you, Jeff. He shared Dr. Joe's information with me. I corresponded with Dr. Joe in his office, and I was able to get in here Monday morning, or Monday early afternoon. So it's just amazing how things can work out. And I'm gonna listen to this guy. I'm definitely gonna listen to this guy. He knows what it means to the difference between an Ezekiel and a rear naked choke, and what it means to put our bodies through just as a hobbyist training or as a real competitor. So I can't wait to hear his analysis and his diagnosis and recommendation. I'm gonna have a lot more information this afternoon, and that kind of makes me feel a lot better. Last but not least, and I'll bring you more information obviously after the appointment today, but shout out Tapcancerout. I'm wearing the shirt on purpose. Perspective. There are a lot of other people out there that have bigger problems than my sore neck. So I'm just trying to remember that, you know? Anyway, so it's just something to throw out there and have everyone else remember too. Stay tuned, and I should have an update and some more information for everybody later. Okay, I am back from the doctor's visit. It actually went extremely well. Dr. Joe Alleva, NorthShore, is amazing. If you guys have any spine issues, concerns, questions, injuries, that's your man. I'm telling you, he's the best. So basically today's appointment was an opportunity for him to review my MRI report, really sit down. He took a lot of time. I was able to call Ariana on the phone and get her input. She was able to ask questions to go over his diagnosis and next steps. So the information's pretty consistent with what I already have. The biggest changes are this, you know, we know the C5, C6, C7 are all herniate. C7 is really the most concerning. It's the largest herniation. It's having the biggest effect on the nerves. We think that's causing the symptoms on the left side, all the numbness. I am getting really weak. There's certain motions he puts me through that it's pretty significant difference. So that's a new kind of development that we know. Other than that, you know, he did share that at this point, with all the known information we have, there's no reason to feel that I should not be able to do jiu-jitsu again in the future. So look, I may be on hold for a while, and it may be a while, but no matter what comes, that's something that'll always be a part of my life. And like, what a huge relief. Like, what a huge relief. As far as next steps are concerned, he is happy with the current medicine protocol, the steroid pack and everything else. He said he might double up on that. We'll see. I was able to already get an appointment with his partner, a neurosurgeon, to meet this Wednesday, so in 2 days. I'll have another on-site appointment at NorthShore to meet with his partner, a neurosurgeon, again, to get his assessment of the MRI to see whether or not we want to, or he suggests moving forward with surgery at this time. The most pressing concerns are the numbness, not the numbness so much, the weakness going down my arm and the nerve impingement. There's a clock on that, you know, to hear him explain it, talk 3 to 6 months. We'd rather err on the side of caution and make some sort of decision within that first 3-month window. And again, we'll learn Wednesday whether or not his partner feels though surgery should be the next sort of step, if that should be the route to go. And if it is, cool. You know what? Cool. You know, BJJ will always be a part of my life. That's all I really needed to hear. It's going to look different. It might hurt. There's rehab. There's a whole nother road to unpack if that is, in fact, the way we have to go. But I'll be honest with you, I'm just feeling a lot better. Oh, one really interesting thing. If you are following this series, right? He did share with me that made so much sense. If you paid attention to the blog yesterday, I worked out and I used my bands and I was doing the curls, and afterward I was just freaking out because I was like, man, you know, I was doing these curls and I just felt like it wasn't connecting, like that my arm was coming up as if I had that mind-muscle connection, but I felt nothing. There was no pump. There was nothing there, and it felt like a ghost arm. It was really bizarre, and essentially he spoke to that today, and what he helped explain, he gave me this really cool analogy, and he said that since the nerve impingement, right, since those nerves aren't firing correctly and the connection isn't being formed correctly, it's kind of like this. And he said, hey, John, if I were going to look at the wiring in this wall right here and go up there and replace that light bulb with the brand new, you know, the highest watt light bulb and plug it in, if that wire is cut, not connected, no matter what kind of bulb I put in there, it won't light up, right? I go, sure, you know? And essentially that's what's happening with the arm. So he said, honestly, doing exercises for my tricep and bicep right now are a little futile. They're not gonna help so much. If the nerve isn't firing, that connection isn't going to be made. So I'm going to continue to do lower body and other things that I can do. I'll be creative around exercising and stuff, but at least that made sense. It's cool. This process it's had a lot of ups and downs. Today's an up day. You know, I got good news. I didn't lose a big part of my life and identity that I love, or it doesn't look like I'm gonna lose it. So we'll learn more, you know, as we go. It sounds like I'm going to be on the steroid packs a lot longer, that we're going to do an additional 7-day spell after I conclude this one on Wednesday. And that is what that is too. So look, thanks for following. Thank you for caring. You know, road to recovery, day 4.